Vintage car enthusiasts are increasingly choosing to install modern electric power steering systems in their classic vehicles, and surprisingly, it's not as strange an idea as you might think. I've had the pleasure of driving countless cars over the years as an automotive journalist, yet one model that still holds a special place in my heart is the BMW E30 Generation 3 Series. With its punchy inline-six engine, iconic timeless styling, and lightweight chassis, it delivers a thrilling rear-wheel drive experience that's hard to find anywhere else. What truly defines the E30's charm are the tactile elements, the touch points that you engage with while driving. For example, the pedals are spaced just right to allow for smooth heel-toe shifting, and the gear shifter feels crisp and direct without being overly stiff. The gated 5-speed Getrag 265 transmission practically guides your hand with its unmistakable shifter gates, provided the bushings haven't deteriorated over time. And then there's the steering, which is nothing short of exceptional. Good steering is a quality that's difficult to put into words, but you immediately recognize it once you experience it. The E30 offers excellent steering feel, whether it's the hydraulic power-assisted racks found in American versions or the manual steering setups found in some other markets. Finding that same level of linear precision and connection without spending extravagant amounts on exotic cars from the same era is nearly impossible. So it may come as a surprise that some owners are opting to replace the beloved original steering system with modern electric power steering EPS conversions. Here's where it gets interesting. Electric power steering conversions are far more common than most people realize. While scrolling through car forums and Facebook groups over the years, I've repeatedly come across mentions of an electric power steering kit made by a company called EZ Electric Power Steering. This Netherlands-based business has been producing straightforward, reversible EPS conversion kits for a wide range of vintage cars since 2006. Curious to learn more? I reached out to one of the founders. Ruud Jong and his partner Roger Reingoud launched EZ Electric Power Steering after spotting a growing demand among classic car owners who wanted simple ways to add power steering to vehicles that never had it from the factory, without permanent modifications. Our first projects were Volvo and Jaguar models, Jong explained during our phone conversation. Since then, their product lineup has expanded dramatically. Now, after nearly 2 decades of operation, EZ offers conversion kits for approximately 350 different car models and ships between 2,500 and 3,000 kits annually. Their BMW 2002 kits were introduced around 2010, with E30 requests beginning to roll in around 2015. The need for modernized steering is not just a new fad. Back in 2012, Harry Metcalfe, known for his work with Evo magazine and his YouTube channel, spoke openly about how his Lamborghini Countach's heavy, unassisted steering made the car exhausting to live with. After installing an EZ electric power steering conversion, he enthused in a characteristically delightfully British tone about how the modification transformed his driving experience. Having lived with the system for a couple of months now, I'm absolutely thrilled. It's made parking far easier, and I can push the car harder because the steering weight no longer intimidates me. The biggest surprise? I'm actually driving the Countach more often. Whether that's wise is another matter. My petrol bills are certainly alarmingly high. Still, you only live once. And after all, the Countach is an incredible way to get around. Purists might balk at altering such an iconic machine. But if you've ever wrestled with an old sports car equipped with massive front tires and no power steering, you understand the struggle, especially at slow speeds or in tight parking situations. Metcalfe's point hit home. It's notably harder to find the car's limit when you're fighting with the steering wheel instead of focusing on driving. Jong added, many cars in Europe originally came with manual steering racks, and some owners just want a bit more comfort behind the wheel, so they choose electric power steering. The practical advantage extends beyond comfort and drivability. As BMW E30s and other classics age, their original hydraulic power steering components tend to fail. Seals degrade, hoses crack, belts snap, and pumps wear out. While these systems are fairly simple mechanically, finding replacement parts is becoming increasingly difficult and often prohibitively expensive. I can relate from my own experience with a 1991 BMW 318i sedan I once owned. Although I loved the car, the manual steering conversion done by its previous owner made city parking a chore, especially navigating the tight confines of New York City where I live. I considered reinstalling power steering, but realized sourcing every part would be expensive and complicated. A conversion kit like Easy's would have made my life that much more manageable. Installing these kits is surprisingly straightforward, especially for E30s. Online videos show that the process is generally user-friendly. The brilliance behind Easy's approach lies in the components. About 60% of their kits include a new electric motor-equipped steering column that replaces the original. This motor drives the steering through a worm gear hidden discreetly beneath the dashboard or near the driver's legs, so the car's classic interior appearance remains untouched. For the other 40%, customers send in their original steering column to be retrofitted with the motor. Crucially, the conversion uses the existing steering rack, meaning the steering ratio and tie rod geometry remain unchanged, preserving the car's original handling characteristics. These kits operate on standard 12-volt electrical systems and bolt in without requiring cutting or permanent changes, making them fully reversible. When it's time to sell the car, or if the owner desires the original feel back, the electric system can be removed, and the factory column reinstalled with ease, leaving no trace of modification behind. What's more, the system is adjustable. Unlike fixed hydraulic setups, each Easy power steering conversion includes a handy knob that lets drivers dial in the level of steering assistance. You could crank up maximum help for tricky parallel parking maneuvers, then dial it down or even turn it off entirely to regain the pure manual steering experience when desired. This flexibility gives owners the best of both worlds, modern comfort without sacrificing the vintage driving feel when they want it. There are other benefits too, particularly for cars like the E30. Removing the hydraulic pump belt eliminates mechanical drag, freeing up a small amount of engine power. Plus, shedding the pump, fluid, and associated hoses reduces the weight at the front of the car. While the electric motor and wiring add some weight back, it's located deeper inside the car rather than right at the nose. A subtle advantage, if not exactly a game changer. Regarding cost, Easy's conversion kit for the BMW E30 starts at about €1,550, roughly $1,800 USD, excluding taxes and import fees. From my perspective, that may sound steep, especially given I've purchased whole, running E30s for similar prices in the past. Still, considering the enhanced drivability and reliability that comes